I use the everyday oils really every day. They come in handy. You can use them every single day. Things come up. Cuts, scratches, burns, trouble sleeping, need to relax just a tad. The kit includes lemon, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, valor, thieves, panaway, and peace and calming. There are currently 110 documented uses just for these 9 oils. Tastes great. I put in my water every day. It balances your pH. One of my biggest uses for it is for pedicures. I put 10 to 15 drops in Epsom salts in warm water, soak my feet. They're great after that. That's one of my favorites. I use it on cuts, wounds, sunburn, chapped lips, and I also use it for when I get a stuffed up nose or sinuses or allergies. Put it on a Q-tip and you run it around the inside of your nose and breathe in. Your sinuses will clear immediately. My mother uses lavender on her cuts. She recently had a cat scratch all the way down the length of her arm, and she put a few drops of lavender on it, and it bled out the poison from the cat scratch and then healed up and stopped bleeding. She continued with the drops of lavender, and there is no scar anymore. Now, I use peppermint pretty much every day. I use it after lunch, that time when you've had your tummy full and you start getting a bit drowsy. You put a drop in your hand and breathe it in, and you'll wake up instantly. If that doesn't quite do it, put a drop on your tongue, put the tongue to the roof of your mouth and breathe in. In seconds, your brain is wide awake. Peppermint's also great for pain. You break something, sprains, that sort of thing, bruises. My father broke his toe. It had been hurting for about over a week. So I was over there visiting, and so he had to show me his broken toe. And it was red, it was swollen, it hurt, he was limping about. We put 2 drops of peppermint on it. And about an hour later, he said it really didn't hurt that much. I gave him the bottle, and he put a couple drops more at bedtime, and the next day, his toe was not swollen, was not red, and did not hurt. Frankincense is really great. Frankincense seems to create cells. When I cut my finger, it was a very deep cut. I was cutting salad, and it was just bleeding all over the place, hence no salad that night. But anyway, I put a drop of frankincense on there. It stopped bleeding immediately and closed right up. I kept putting frankincense drop on it a couple times a day when I remembered. By the end of the week, it was pretty much all completely healed. I use Valor for when I'm speaking, even days like this, when you need that little extra self-esteem, courage, that oomph to get through the meeting and feel like you've done a very good job. Thieves I've used a lot, especially in the house, around the house. It's great for infections. It's great for like acne on the face. Toothache is primarily how it's used in my house. We put it on the toothbrush before we put toothpaste on. It keeps your mouth pretty much decay-free. If you have cavities, it will totally lessen the cavity and the pain will go away. If you have sensitive or bleeding gums, it will actually stop that. I would describe that more like Panaway. Let me describe how I use this one. I ran into the dishwasher lid with my shin, and I looked down. An enormous big hematoma was happening on my shin, and I went, oh my gosh, what do I do now? So I grabbed the oils kit off the counter. I grabbed the ice pack out of the freezer and the remote on the way to the TV and the couch, and I sat there. I first put on Panaway, a few drops, then peppermint, waited a little bit, and then put the ice pack. I alternated this all afternoon. And then after that, I just put on a few drops in the morning and at night when I remembered. And then by the end of the week, I realized I'm not limping, it doesn't hurt. And I looked down there and I went, it's not purple, it's not swollen, there's no bone bruise, it was just a little greenish. That was actually the first oil I used when I got my everyday kit. I was looking over the brochure that comes with your Everyday Oils kit, and I had gotten the diffuser, and so I had put it in the diffuser, and I was talking to my family about all these neat uses you could do with these oils, and I was getting, responses back, and then all of a sudden I stopped getting responses. And I turned and I looked over there, and there was my friend, face up on the couch, feet spread, sound asleep. Then I looked down on the floor, and there's my cat. Feet, all four paws in the air, his tongue hanging out, and he was snoring. And I kind of went, okay, check this box. Peace and calming really does relax. I take this kit everywhere. I take it to work, I take it to family, I take it to friends, because you're never going to know when you might need it. So don't leave home without it.